your impact as a role model, Danica, we talk a lot about what you meant for young women, but to women like myself, all ages, you are and were aspirational.
Mm,
How did you process that?
mm. I mean, I think that when it comes along at first, it's happening at an age that is like, like the intro said, 23 years old racing Indy cars. So when you first sort of step onto the scene and inherent and not inherit like in a everyone gets it kind of way, but when you start being asked about being a role model, you feel like I'm so young, I'm supposed to be having those. And so, but it was always something that it was something to me that was a true honor, is a true honor. And I think that as time had gone, there were athletes that would say things like, I didn't ask for this, and they would not want to play that role. But I thought it was a really honorable, rare role to be able to have. And so I just did an interview this morning with Larry, the cable guy, and he started before we even started the interview. He's like, "Hey, I just want to tell you that you met my kids, and that's what they remember. They weren't big race car fans, but they remember how nice you were, and so they'd see you on TV and they go, I like her, she's nice." And but I always try to make time for the kids, and I always felt like being a role model and being inspirational it became increasingly more important to me, to the point where the
Yeah.
last few years of my career, I remember feeling like this was a really rare role that I got to have on top of the rare role of being a race car driver, which is odd too. And I thought, I
Right.
don't want to waste this platform. And then I went, you know what? It's time to move on. It's time to let go. And I can still do this in other ways, which is what I'm doing now, especially with the podcast.